Hi everybody, welcome to Tech Growth Stocks channel. Today I present you a new episode. Specifically, I will give you 5 top tech momentum stocks for 2021. So these tech momentum stocks have excellent momentum and they have good growth as well, and they offer cheap entry prices because the tech momentum space came back heavily over the last few trading days. So I think it definitely pays to watch that video until the end with me and have a look at all of these strong tech momentum stocks. So before I start right off with the first strong tech momentum stock, I have to make a short disclaimer. This video does not constitute financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, so please consider that. And also one more quick note, please subscribe now to my channel with a link in the description below, so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me, and also so that you do not miss part 2 of the top tech momentum stocks, which I will be releasing soon. Okay, so that was it for the intro. So let's start right off with the first tech momentum stock for 2021. And as you can see it in the chart, it is mRNA, Moderna. Here you can see the long-term chart of Moderna, and as you can see, Moderna was a recent IPO in December 2018. And why does that matter? Because in general, super performance stocks have their strongest performance runs in their first 10 years after their IPOs. Specifically, 95% of their super performance is happening in their first 10 years after their IPOs. So it definitely pays if you watch out for young companies in strong uptrends with good growth characteristics, because these could have very strong runs going forward. And this is what we're going to do here on that channel here. And you can see, Moderna had its IPO in December 2018. After its IPO, it built a nice IPO base, and it could break out of that IPO base around March 2020, form a nice and strong uptrend since then. I mean, you see the long-term moving averages are stacking up nicely for Moderna. And when we look in the short-term chart, we see an uptrend here as well. Here we had a period of pause, a base building phase. It took quite some time from, let's say, around May till November 2020, when we could break out of that base trade and had a very strong move to the upside. Then we came back heavily again in Moderna, and another move to the upside, and recently we came back again in Moderna. But I think now when we look here at the moving averages, for instance, here we had a bounce of the 150-day moving average to the upside here a bounce of the 100-day and 150-day moving average to the upside. And now we are trading at the 100-day moving average. I think soon we could see a bounce, or we could see a bounce near the 150-day moving average, and then we could see a bounce from here, and then a continuation with that overall uptrend in Moderna. When we look at the growth characteristics for Moderna, I mean, these are very good as well. The EPS growth is very strong with 73%. And the sales growth is super strong with 2,394%. And the relative strength rating, it's good with 93. So with these characteristics, Moderna is definitely a top tech momentum stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Moderna. So now let's have a look at the next top tech momentum stock for 2021. And it is TSLA, Tesla. Here you can see the long-term chart of Tesla. And as you can see, Tesla was an IPO in 2010, June 2010. And for quite after its IPO, here we had a strong run in Tesla from 2013, let's say around from April 2013 until September 2013, and then later we had a long sideways moving period. And just recently, in November 2019, we broke out of that sideways moving period and formed a very strong uptrend in Tesla. And we can see here as well, we had a Corona breakdown swiftly, but we recovered quickly from that Corona breakdown and continued with that strong uptrend here. And recently you see here we have been coming back in Tesla. I mean, last year we had a very strong performance in Tesla, I think over 800%. And yeah, so I think that we come back is eminent, or that we have a short-term crash or correction in Tesla is more than eminent. And this is what happened. And you see here in that uptrend, for instance, also the 50-day has been a very good supporting line, and the 100-day here we had a bounce of the 100-day moving average of the green line, and now we came back, undercut the 100-day, and looks like we would see a bounce of the 150-day moving average line. So I think from an entry point perspective, this level could be attractive for Tesla. I mean, we could see further declines. It depends if the tech stocks, which have been coming back over the recent days, if they can hold ground, yeah, or can find a bottom. I think they could, but we don't know that. If the overall market continues to correct more, I think, or yeah, if you could see more downside in the overall market, I think these tech names could be hurt more as well, depending on how the yield increases play out for the bond markets. Yeah, and I think, yeah, we don't know that yet, but still, I think it's still an attractive entry level. I mean, before we were trading around $870. Now we came back to near around $600 in Tesla. So I think it's a good entry point. And correction like these happen all the time in strong leading names. And yeah, I think the price level now is better than before. And okay, and the growth characteristics for Tesla are good as well. The EPS growth is very strong with plus 125%, and the sales growth it's also good with plus 42%, and the relative strength rating is good as well with 91. So I think with these characteristics, Tesla is definitely a top tech momentum stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Tesla. So now let's have a look at the next top tech momentum stock for 2021. And it is PDD, Pinduoduo. Here you can see the long-term chart of Pinduoduo, and as you can see, Pinduoduo was an IPO in July 2018. After its IPO, it formed a nice IPO base here, broke out of that IPO base around August 2019 and formed a nice and strong uptrend since then. You can see here in the uptrend as well, for instance, here we bounced off the 250-day, traded to the upside. Here we bounced off the 150-day, traded to the upside. And now look, now we came back to the 100-day moving average. I think we could see a bounce, or we could see a bounce of the 150-day, and then a continuation with that overall uptrend. The short-term chart here, you see an uptrend, here a period of pause, a base building phase, a base breakout around November 2020, strong move to the upside here. And yeah, recently we came back with the overall tech pullback, came back in Pinduoduo quite heavily as well. So I think the entry level is now attractive for a position in Pinduoduo. And when we look at the growth characteristics, I mean, the EPS growth, it's sluggish, it's minus 59%. But the sales growth, it's very good with plus 49%. And the relative strength rating, it's good as well with 92. So with these characteristics, Pinduoduo is definitely a top tech momentum stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Pinduoduo. So now let's have a look at the next top tech momentum stock for 2021. And it is PTON, Peloton. Here you can see the long-term chart of Peloton, and as you can see, Peloton was an IPO in September 2019. After its IPO, it built a nice IPO base here, and it could break out of that IPO base around May 2020, form a nice and strong uptrend since then. And you can see as well, yeah, recently we came back here in Peloton together with a tech pullback, yeah, and the rising new yields discussion and the less attractiveness of tech stocks, as they say, but I think it's not true. I mean, these are short-term worries, and I think when the war, we need that wall of worry, otherwise tech stocks cannot increase further. And I think at some point we will find a bottom, and we will continue the advance in the tech stocks because of their strong growth and earnings potential. And yeah, here we came back heavily in Peloton, and for instance, in that advance, we see here we bounced, for instance, of the 100-day moving average. Now we came back to the 200-day moving average, undercut it, but looks like we could bounce from here and continue with a strong advance in Peloton. When we look at the growth characteristics for Peloton, I mean, the EPS growth, it's sluggish, it's minus 164%, but the sales growth is very good with 180%. And the relative strength rating is good as well with 90. So with these characteristics, and also it's in a hot sector with its fitness app and fitness appliances. So I think Peloton is definitely a top tech momentum stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Peloton. So now we come to the last top tech momentum stock for 2021 for today. And it is, as you can see, ZM, Zoom Video Communications. Here you can see the long-term chart of Zoom Video Communications, and as you can see, Zoom Video was an IPO in April 2019. After its IPO, it built a nice IPO base here and could break out of that IPO base around March 2020, form a nice and strong uptrend since then. And in the short-term chart, you see now we have been correcting in Zoom Video since, let's say, around October 2020. Yeah, and just recently we came back heavily here together with a tech pullback, and with the rising yields worries. And yeah, now we are trading at the bottom here of Zoom Video. I think from an entry point perspective, now the levels are attractive. And yeah, I think now we came back till looks like we are having a bounce of the 250-day in Zoom Video. And I think the technical entry level now is attractive. And when we look at the growth characteristics for Zoom Video, I mean, these are excellent. The EPS growth is super strong with 5,050%. The sales growth is also way strong with 361%. And the relative strength rating, it's okay with 86. So I think with these characteristics, Zoom Video is definitely a top tech momentum stock for 2021. Okay, so these were the tech momentum stocks for 2021 for today. I hope in that video are some nice tech momentum stocks which you can use for your research. And also please do not forget to subscribe now to my channel with the link in the description below, so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me, and also do not miss the other upcoming part of the tech momentum stocks and the other stocks which are stock videos which I will be releasing soon, like the clean energy, top clean energy stocks, for instance, and the top internet stocks. So please subscribe now. Okay, so thank you for watching that video. I had fun making it, and I think this year will be an exciting stock trading year, and also I think at the moment it's an exciting time point for stock entries into leading tech stock names, because they came heavily back and they offer cheap entry prices, and their growth is so strong. And this is what we all need. We need strong growth and strong earnings, and many of these stocks deliver that. So I think it definitely pays if you invest your time in research for strong tech names. And I mean, I think this could, at the end of the year, with all that liquidity going on from all of these central banks and governments, I think these tech names will have much higher prices at the end of the year. Okay, so thank you for watching that video, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheers.